international students of CU Boulder are a group of people unreached by the cultural and musical events hosted by eTown. They are unaware that eTown even exists and do not yet know of the potential it has to be a new social spot. We want to convince this underserved group of students that eTown is the place to connect to Boulder through music and arts. It's also essential that they understand eTown as the opportunity to foster new connections in a natural and fun setting that avoids the overwhelming landscape of the traditional Boulder nightlife.
60% of our budget will be designated to Facebook advertising. There are over 1 billion daily active users on Facebook, with most of them being students. 25% of our budget will be designated towards Buff Bus advertising. The majority of international students who are freshmen are going to be living in Willville, as there are international dorms designated for newer students. There is also Bear Creek, where many older international students will live. And advertising in the Buff Bus will ensure that there is a captive audience who will see these advertisements multiple times a day, every day. The last medium we'll be using are flyers. Flyers offer a cost-effective way for us to reach all the international students around campus by placing them where they frequent, so ensure that they will see them in many of the buildings that you see here.
As our media scheduling strategy, we will use flying advertising. We choose this strategy in order to be able to run more than 1 million with our limited budget. We decide to run these ads during this period of time because international students normally travel back to their countries and come back to Boulder when the semester is going to start. Therefore, eTown can enter the consideration set for places to socialize and gather with friends and the community after break. Starting the first week of classes, we want to inform international students about eTown through both advertising, social media advertising, and flyers. Aside from these, we consider it to be unnecessary to run ads during the rest of the semester, as the demand of new location to cultivate connections only remains high during the beginning of the semester.
Just because eTown's budget is $500
doesn't mean we can't do incredible things!
As our target market is college students, we're going to be doing a flying advertising schedule, which means that in Q1, which is January to March, we'll be spending $500 for each month. But from April to July, we won't be spending any of our budget because the college students already have their own considerations set. In Q3, which is August to October, we'll have a lot bigger budget in those months. Our IMC plan focuses on 3 main things: posters on the Buff buses going from Willville to campus, flyers all around campus, and Facebook. Facebook is going to be our major spend, with over 60% of our budget in Q1 and then 65% of our budget in Q3 being put into Facebook. This is because our target market is really receptive to Facebook and they go there for all their events, and Facebook analytics are also super easy to handle. Facebook is going to be our largest spend because this is the biggest social network in the world. In Q1, we are going to spend 60% of our budget on this, which equals $250. In Q3, which is when the majority of students will be entering campus and receptive to new ideas, we'll actually increase our spending to 65% per month, which means $595 because of the new budget of $1,167. Because of the cost per million rate of $7.19, in Q1, this will create and produce over 30,000 impressions, and in Q3, this will produce over 80,000 impressions.
A huge advantage to having the largest allocation of our media mix placed in social media is that we'll always have quick and convenient access to measured results for our digital ad campaigns. We'll be able to track results, opinions, and overall effectiveness of every digital ad campaign that we put out there, segmented by geographic restriction, age, gender, student status, interests, and way more. For our physical advertising efforts, we will employ a special code tactic. So posters and flyers posted up on the Buff Bus and at strategic locations around campus will include a discount of X% code placed at the bottom. So if consumers use that code while they're purchasing tickets online for an event here at eTown, we'll be able to specifically tie that advertisement back to the advertisement placed either on campus or on the Buff Bus. In addition to these data collection methods, we will also be handing out small half-index card-sized pieces of paper at the entrance of each eTown event. On this card will be one question: how did you hear about eTown? Attendees will be incentivized to fill this out honestly with a coupon code for the bar inside. Additionally, eTown will begin to collect a little bit more demographic information on its consumers during the online purchase process that we can further use to target our market in the future. These things will include age range, geographic location, music interest, and general interest in eTown events.